It's been a while since we heard from young Anakin Skywalker, so where is he now?
Whoa!
Well, where he has been is either incarcerated or in a mental rehab facility, and this is the most recent thing where he came out with his mother to do an interview, and we actually have some good news. New year, new Annie. So Jake Lloyd, the guy who plays young Anakin, also was the kid in Jingle All the Way. Now the holiday season isn't over, but that is a great film. He was basically set to be the next big thing as far as child actors go until a mental diagnosis that his mom reports on kind of like took everything away and he devolved into a whole bunch of mishaps. But now he's out and he's actually talking about it himself. He is accepting that he has schizophrenia, he's got something else, and he can now accept taking on continued treatment and therapy and his meds. Everyone's been very supportive. So he spoke with the author Clayton Sandel, who co wrote Star Wars Timelines, and his mother, Lisa. Their conversation comes on the heels of Lloyd's 18-month stint in a mental health rehab facility after a full blown psychotic break in March 2023, where he just shuts down in the middle of an interstate and turns his car off, just right in the middle of it. He had already been arrested for other, like a high speed chase and other stuff before that. He's had a long history of being mentally unstable. Well, he finally got the help and he's finally got the right prescription and he's ready to talk about it. Jake started having some trouble in high school. His mom told Scripps News in March of 2024 he started talking about realities. He didn't know if this was in this reality or a different one. He didn't really know exactly what to say to that. She didn't really know exactly what to say to that. And for years, Jake even struggled to even acknowledge his schizophrenia diagnosis, his mother explained, due to anosognosia, which is one of the big things. If you can understand that you have a problem, especially a mental health problem, which is one of the ones that, like, oh my goodness, the neurological ones are so varied and can have like catastrophic consequences other than like just little ticks that, like, yeah, you can't control, but you could still live a normal life. If you can at least shepherd people in the right way, that's a that's a good way to start the path to redemption, and that's what Jake seems to be at now. That's the point that he seems to be at. And now that he has overcome that condition, he's been able to better understand why he needs to be on his meds. So when the author asked how he was feeling, Jake himself spoke up. He said, "Pretty good, pretty good. Considering these 20 years of time that have come to an end, I can now accept taking on continued treatment and therapy and my meds, and everyone's been supportive." Obviously, everyone would be supportive, whether you like Phantom Menace or not. The prequels, the Star Wars prequels, I have a very fond space in my heart for those. I even try to defend Phantom Menace because if you just cut out Jar Jar Binks, it's not that bad a movie. It's a little cheesy. George Lucas can't write dialogue for anything, but it's still a very fun and engaging movie. It's kind of like my Return of the Jedi. Is it objectively bad? Yes. But is it fun as heck and is still there really some good stuff in there? Yes. So that's kind of like how I keep the two together. Plus, Duel of the Fates. Come on. Darth Maul, Qui Gon Jinn, Obi Wan, that whole showdown. It was so cool. He said the Star Wars actor was coherent when he spoke and eager to talk, but Sandel did point out that he confused some words and went on tangents. Well, I mean, obviously, that's going to be a byproduct of any medication that you're on, especially when you're having mental issues, and especially mental issues in the severity of schizophrenia. But now that he's 35 years old and finally back on the right track for now, and fingers crossed that you stay there, Jake, he said that he can share good things that come from his treatment after what he called hitting rock bottom. I think we would all agree that it was hitting rock bottom. Now, obviously, he was way younger than 15 whenever he was cast and starred in episode one, The Phantom Menace. The film was released in 99. His portrayal wasn't well received. Yeah, we already talked about this. But people have speculated about this, that it was because of toxic fandom and like him being a child, undeveloped, and hearing all the negative feedback to it. That's not the case. And his mom has tried to belay this argument for a long time. She's always tried to be like, oh, no, this is a genetic thing from his father's side of the family. He has shown signs, and it has been documented well before this, that he was already dealing with some out of pocket things. But that just puts a little bit of a cap on that. Did you love episode one, The Phantom Menace? I know I still do. It holds a spot in my heart, and it will never go away. It's the best movie? No, obviously not. Jingle All the Way isn't the best Christmas movie, but it's still damn good, and I'm still going to watch it all the time. I think the most important thing to pull out of this is that dude's still alive. Dude has come back around. He is committed to the mental health rehabilitation, and he's still living there. He's still living in a different one where he can come and go as he wants, but he has actually changed his mindset where he understands the importance of being treated and keeping up with that treatment. And I think that's a plus in my book. But if you guys have anything else to say, leave it down in the comment section below. If you like the kind of stuff that you see here, please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. This is Malty from the GCA, and we will see y'all later. Bye bye. Jazz hands, motherfucker.